There we go. Hi, my name's Addison and I'm a technician with Tim Benjamin Air Conditioning Incorporated. And today we're going to look at your heating and ventilation system and determine how you can avoid having an unnecessary service call. So you've gone to your thermostat and you've checked your thermostat. The first thing you need to check is to see if you've set it for heating or cooling. And in this instance, it's been set to off. If it's set for cooling, you should see a set point and the room temperature next to it. And if nothing happens and your machine doesn't run, one of the first things you should check is to see if your thermostat has batteries in it. This thermostat carries batteries right along the top. It's located on the back of the thermostat. You need to look and see if you have batteries. If your batteries are good, it's time to check something else. We're going to check the circuit breakers in the garage panel. Your HVAC system consists of two parts, an indoor unit called an air handler and an outdoor unit called a condenser or a heat pump. Now each has its own separate breaker, and in this breaker panel they're marked heat for this breaker and AC for this breaker. These are 4-position breakers, so the heat breaker is these two outside poles, and they should be in the on position for the machine to run. And this breaker marked AC is for the outdoor unit, and it needs to be in the on position for the machine to run. Next we have a safety device. On the air handler, there's a device right here, and it's called a float switch. Its purpose is if the condensate drain, which is right here, backs up full of water, the water will come into this chamber, cause a float to rise, and shut the machine down to keep it from flooding your home or flooding your garage. You need to pick up the float switch and look inside to see if it's full of water. If it's full of water, your machine is not going to function, and you know that your drain is backed up. Now we've just checked this float switch and it's not backed up with water. The next thing to check is to see if your outdoor unit or your indoor unit are running. So now we've verified that our breakers are not tripped. We've reset the breakers, we've set our thermostat, and now we're going to verify that our equipment's running. So we're going to go from the thermostat here, around the corner, to the return grill. This is the grill where all of the air that comes out of the supply grill goes into the indoor unit, which we just showed in the garage. And I'm just going to use this piece of paper to demonstrate that the machine is running. The grill just sucks up that piece of paper and holds it right there. That means the indoor unit is running and it's pulling air through the indoor unit. Now we're going to go outside to the outdoor unit and make sure it's running. Now we're out at the outdoor unit. And as you can see at the outdoor unit, the outdoor fan is running. You see it blowing this piece of paper and blowing the bushes. That means the equipment is operating. So it's trying to cool, even if it's not. Now that we've verified the equipment is running, we've checked to make sure the thermostat works, we've checked the circuit breakers, and we've checked the float switch. Now it's time to check some maintenance items to make certain the machine is working correctly. Okay. We've verified that our thermostat has good batteries in it. It's set. Our machine has come on and both components have run. We checked to make sure the indoor unit runs, the outdoor unit runs. We checked our circuit breakers to make sure they're not tripped. We also checked our float switch to make sure that it wasn't backed up. Now it's time to check a couple of maintenance items that can save you a service call. One of them is the air filter. On this particular machine, the air filter is located right here at the bottom of the air handler. It slides in from the bottom. Sometimes they're a little difficult to get out, especially if the filter is dirty and it's been left in for too long. Oh, that'll keep it from working. This is a dirty, dirty air filter. Just remember that this can cost you a lot of money in an inefficient operating machine, as well as this is in the air that you and your family have to breathe. So make certain that you check or change your filter every month. install your new filter right behind the old one, in the same way that you took the old one out from the base of the machine. And hopefully your machine is a little easier to get the filter nut out of than yours. Put the filter door back on and make sure that it is closed and sealed tight so that you don't draw unfiltered air from the garage into your machine. And the last thing that we want to check is the drain line. Now we already checked to make sure it's not backed up. Sometimes the drain can get slow. It's easy enough to clean your drain if you have a simple wet and dry vacuum. You can clean your own drain line with a simple wet and dry vac. So the first thing that you need to do is make certain your vacuum is a wet or dry pickup vacuum cleaner. Run an extension cord to the outdoor unit. If you look at the outdoor unit, you'll see some piping coming in from under the house. This is refrigerant piping, and this black flexible pipe that's sticking up right here is your drain line. To clean it, all you need to do is hook up a vacuum cleaner. It may be black like this, or it may be white PVC. It may have an elbow on the end of it, and if you can take it off, that's fine, but make certain to put it back when you're finished. To clean the drain line, simply hook up a vacuum cleaner like this and turn it on. It would be wise to turn it on and then go inside and make certain that you're pulling air through the drain line. So now we've got our vacuum cleaner sucking on the drain line outside, and we want to verify that our drain is clear. So we've left it running, and all you have to do is come inside to the T, pick up the key, and listen if you hear air moving through it. That means that the shop vac outside has sucked all the water and goo out of the drain line and into the vacuum. If you had a blockage, it will have pulled it out all the way from inside the drain pan. So hopefully this video will save you an unnecessary service call. But if your machine still doesn't run, or it isn't keeping you cool or comfortable, it's a good time to call the professionals at Tim Benjamin Air Conditioning Incorporated. We service Orange, Seminole, and South Volusia County, and we'd be happy to help you today. 407-936-62.
After watching this video, if you have any questions or if you still need help, just give us a call. 407-936-6200. We'll be glad to help you.